Hey everybody, this is a response to Keith Bettag's challenge to do a taco experiment and use no gadgets. And I was going to record us doing some tacos tonight, but I hadn't planned on doing an experiment. So thank you, Keith, for the suggestion and the idea. And I'll show you what we came up with. All right, we got 2 pounds of ground beef, 85/15. Getting sauteed up in our skillet. Most of our toppings and everything else goes on at the end. The mix is going to be the ground beef. It's going to be Mega's taco seasoning, which you can find on hotsaucedaily.com. There it is. Well, it's not really.
It doesn't show you anything.
An old oregano leaves. Yeah, it's how many ingredients in our Mega's taco seasoning?
7, 8.
7, 8. Yeah. Yep. We make our own. We don't buy those envelopes anymore. All right, so we'll get these 2 pounds browned up and come back. Okay, so we got the meat pretty browned up, and we're going to add some of the Mega's taco seasoning. Now you already put some in. I know you're doctoring it up a little bit here.
Right. So I'm adding more to it.
Okay. Well, there's not much to see there. It's kind of hard to show what the seasoning looks like.
Here, I'll show you.
But it's our own blend. Yeah, pretty.
It's very
Okay.
pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
anyway, I already put 2
And then,
tablespoons in.
and you add a little bit of water. Why do you add the water? I guess
It
you
helps the
have to,
meat
right?
be more tender, and it distributes the seasoning because the seasoning is all dry.
See, you usually do this magic on your own, and I just wait for the tacos. Okay, so we're gonna get this kind of simmered up and probably go for what, 20 minutes before we do anything new,
Yes.
and then we'll taste for seasoning and come back then.
Okay, so this is the point where I normally would add salsa to this. The liquid's reduced by about half. You can see as I stir this up, I use the flat side of this bamboo stirrer, which I love. It helps break up the meat.
Does that count as a gadget?
No,
Okay,
it counts
we're
as
in.
a tool.
And when you say salsa, you mean like Herdez brand?
I use a casera medium.
Mm-hmm.
Herdez casera medium salsa, which I love because it has the
Which
chilies
is-
and the peppers
yep,
and everything. So
Yep. But since we're doing an experiment,
yes.
and I've always wanted to do chipotles and adobo, and I've never done that yet. I'm meeting Marilyn halfway and going with the Ro-Tel Chipotle diced tomato, green chilies and chipotles. I didn't realize it had 2 peppers in it, but we're going to go with this. We're going to put this in there. So let's open this can up and see what it looks like. Okay, we just opened the Ro-Tel Chipotles, and we're going to do a taste test here. You might not want to get much there, hon, because I've already tasted before I filmed this. Ugh.
Ugh.
That's not appropriate for our video.
I don't like it. It's overly smoky. It's
very
ridiculous,
smoky.
And it's very hot.
It's very hot.
Ugh.
God. All right. So much for the experiment. It's very smoky. I think it's quite hot. I can't imagine we would use this whole can. I think.
It's very hot.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay with using about half of it?
A few tablespoons.
Huh?
It's very hot.
All right. Well, you know what? This is an experiment. So
Okay.
let's go with half the can.
Okay.
It can't hurt. In 2 pounds of meat, this is our experiment. So, God. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Go with 4. 4 heaping teaspoons. Instead of salsa, we're going to put this in, and this is our experiment. And with all that meat, it'll be okay. All right, so we'll let this simmer a little bit and come back. Okay, so we put some of this Ro-Tel, not quite half a can in. It's not our normal taco seasoning, so this is the experiment part. And we decided it needs some something brighter, so we're going to throw some onions in. But it has been simmering about an hour.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice flavor. It's got a lot of heat. more heat than we normally do. We tend to like to add our heat on the end, with taco sauce or some fresh peppers or something. But so we'll stir in some onion. That's experiment underway. Okay, so we have let this simmer for a little while with the onions, and our taste test says this still needs our standard Herdez salsa casera. So Marilyn's going to add some of that because it just needs a little bright flavor to it. So the experiment was the Chipotles, and they definitely added a smoky flavor to it. But we're kind of going back to our standby here.
Just to brighten it up, and this all has the garlic and the onions and the chilies in it.
Go ahead and stir that up with our non. What's it called? What did he want?
There's no weird accoutrement or special tools or.
Yeah. So there you go, Keith. We're using the bamboo spoon. And if you need one, we'll send you one, so you don't scrape that.
Oh.
That steel pan you have with your metal spoon. Just let us know. All right, so we're going to let this kind of get all happy for a few more minutes, and then we'll come back. All right, so we got a set of 4 tacos, hard shells, underway here.
Just do it, it's fine.
And we got some taco sauce going on. And then we're also going to make some soft shells. That's nice. Okay, we've got a couple of hard shells in the oven for Marilyn. Take them out. And you're going to do something a little different with these, right?
Yes, I'm not doing traditional tacos. I'm going to do kind of open face, sort of tostado thing.
Like a tostada?
Is it really hot?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you break them open?
Break them open.
Is this part of the experiment?
Yes.
All right. Oh.
And I break them in quarters.
Why would you do that?
So I can pick them up one at a time and eat them.
Oh my goodness. All right. I don't approve.
All right. Then we take this over here to the meat.
All right.
Okay.
Need that?
I need that.
Okay. This is very unusual. Oh, you're like making like nachos.
Nachos or tostados. I mean, if I was doing them individually, they'd be tostados, but now they're kind of sort of nachos.
Yeah.
So, but this meat is beautiful.
I'll take care of that.
Okay. Set up.
That's what I meant.
And come over here
All
with
right.
the cheese.
That meat looks really dark.
It is really dark. It has a lot of seasoning in it.
Very spicy.
It's wonderful.
And you're going to do some cheese and
I do cheese and lettuce.
So they kind of look like tostadas, only they're in quarters. So now they're giant nachos, if you ask me. And what do you got there? Oh, are you going to go back with
This
her?
is my favorite
I know,
salsa
that's
casera medium. This is my go-to
I know.
grocery store salsa.
All right.
Sprinkle that around there.
So this is not part of the experiment. The
Well,
experiment
it is.
was the quarters.
It is
and the
kind of
meat.
the experiment because
And then some sour cream. Okay. Plop. Wow. And tomatoes. Tomatoes coming in.
already did some tomatoes. A little bit more on the top.
All right. Get in here, and there you go. That's a plate of something.
That's my nachos. Taco nachos.
Taco
You would pay $15.
tostada nachos.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a $12 entree, but free tonight. Buy one, get one free. All right. Okay, I'm doing my taco. I've got a soft shell heated up and got some meat on there. Gonna throw some cheese because I love cheese next. I like the meat to melt the cheese. I'm gonna put some tomatoes in there. A few onions, okay, a little bit. A little bit of lettuce. I'm not a big fan of lettuce in my tacos, burritos. More cheese. And here's what I got. I got Texas Pete's Sabor. If you have not tried this, it's in the grocery stores. Mexican style hot sauce from Texas Pete. Sabor is awesome as a taco sauce. So I'm going to sprinkle a lot of that on there. I'm going to fold this over. And I'd like to throw it back in the toaster oven to heat it up, but I think I'll just go with that. Okay. So there's our experimental tacos. Definitely the big part of it was the Ro-Tel Chipotles. Otherwise, this is what we do. This is how we make tacos. Keith Bettag, thanks for the challenge, and thanks for watching our video. Oop, down in there. Time to eat.